You are about to get in tune. Make sure you hit the like button as you join. Support the team and all good content. Your host Bush and his unapologetic panel dive deep into the heart of hip-hop entertainment and gangster culture. From the roots. Welcome to In Tune Perspective. Stay tuned.
It's a fact we back with another one.
Already.
Yo.
IP episode 4. Let's get into it. You heard? What's good, EST? It's a wobbler. 87.
Hey, man. Another day, man. We got content out here, man. It seems like this. Hey, but listen, I want everybody don't get lost in the sauce. They still ain't released the Epstein list. So don't let this Diddy stuff fool you. Let's go.
That could be an issue. B-Rad, what's good with you?
Chilling, bro. Chilling. What's going on, fellas? Everything good?
You off camera today? Oh, there you go. Shit, you know, you might have some females out there that want to see you. You know, you had a couple fans on our last channel. We gotta get them back.
Yeah. We had a couple out in Detroit, right?
For real. What's good though, before we get into these topics? Anything on y'all mind? Y'all want to get off y'all chest? Let's call this the get off the chest segment. You feel me?
Yeah, I got something.
Uh-oh.
It's about the plantation house that's burning. Where is it? Down in Georgia or Tennessee? Louisiana. So if you guys or anybody hasn't seen it before, it's a massive plantation house, from back in slavery days, and it's maintained and it's a part of history. And like I was saying before, it's not pretty. It's certainly not pretty, and I understand why people would want it to burn or would even burn it. But the truth is if we erase our history, then like I was saying before, if we keep erasing our history, everything that we don't like or wasn't pretty, the future generations aren't going to be able to learn from the mistakes of the past. And that's a really important part of history.
Let me ask you this, though. Are the houses that the German Nazis lived in historic?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a piece of history.
What? Because that's where they lived?
It's a lot of things.
It's not about that. What it is it's like a piece of that person is still there. Okay, a piece of that history is still there.
Okay, but doesn't it matter to the people of the community if it invokes some type of emotion?
Just check it out. Just check it out. Like I was saying, if you ignore or deny the past, you're bound to repeat the mistakes. That's a known thing, right? You can read about something in a book, but if you stand in front of the house that a person lived in, or look at the bed they slept in, that shit hits different.
But you know what hit different though? Is that you find out who was the majority of that family who was on that land, tear down the house and get a family the land. Who cares if that's where you slept? If you want to make a right, get a family the land. Don't sit there and make a house and make a museum out of it. Knock that shit down and give it to the family or the majority of the family, cut it up in sections. Hey, this y'all land. Do what you want with it.
I think it should be preserved as almost like a holy ground based on all the suffering and death that took place there. It should be a place of remembrance. But you don't believe
there's enough plantations out there still? There's still plantations there. Just because we lost one don't mean shit.
For sure. No, for sure. But I just know this one's very popular and very, very polarizing. I know it's an
popular
issue.
For
People
what reason?
Okay, you see what New York did with Times Square? What was it called? The slave quarters?
Columbus Square.
Okay.
Where they found a bunch of slave graves and stuff, and they still was trying to build over it.
Yeah, but you gotta consider the people of that community. Like, that's all I'm saying. Because who burned it down? Did they catch the people that burnt the shit down, or what are they, culprits, villains?
Did it or not? I don't know if a person did it or it was just an accident.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't give a damn about that place, but I hear your point. You're making good points, but please get up out of here with that. No, I'm joking. I'm American. I am American. I love history.
For sure. It's super important to current times in our future, for sure.
And to your point, there's still concentration camps that people could go visit, and they go get emotionally, moved by it, and maybe feel away, reminisce on things. Then they realize we not doing this no more. And to your point again, we see posters all around New York City where it say never again, and it's all black with white lettering, and we know what that's about. You feel me? So yeah, you're making a good point. Can you explain that, B-Rap? What that mean?
Never again. I believe that's the Twin Towers, right?
No. Yeah, and no, it's a Hasidic community, a message too, saying never again. You know, the Holocaust type of stuff.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I could understand where you're coming from with that. Yeah, because you don't know where you're coming from, you don't know where you're going. So I get that point, B-Rad. That's good. You got that off your chest. Now, EST, what you got to get off your chest? Because we was talking earlier, and you said some shit, and I don't know if you. Let's go, man. Let's just go.
Hey, it's pertaining to one of the topics. You want to go into it? Kick it off.
What it do, Pat?
I guess EST, you a host. You one of the
let's get it,
bosses up in
man.
this
Look,
bitch.
everybody knows Chris Brown locked up in the UK, bro.
Hey, what?
Listen, it's time we.
You want to see a? You want to see a clip on it? Or nah, go ahead.
Let's not run the clip. Let's go.
Run down.
I got a longer clip though, because I was. Let me find a short one because I got the TMZ. I was about to listen to Harvey, but I'm like, nah. What's up, Cheeto? What's up?
What it do, chat? What it do, guy?
What's good?
Before we go on to EST,
Bush.
but you got to get off your chest, Chi.
Oh man, yo, I'm so disappointed in Cassie, bro. Like, holy crap!
God. Here we go.
Oh my God! You know what's the most disappointing part about the Cassie situation? That we finally got an opportunity to hear what's going on with both sides, and we didn't need to hear the other side. I was happy knowing that it was like all Diddy's fault for a second. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I was happy with that. But
okay, but I gotta stop you though. I'm sorry, you about to get into it. I know you are, but I'm sorry. Get something off your chest that's off that topic. Let me see anything else before. We got a whole show lined up around that.
Oh my God! Yeah. I will save my comments for then. Other than that, I'm just like, oh my God, Cassie. I thought you were serious. I thought you was a good girl.
Man.
Hold on, what? Let's wait till we go there.
All right, so we about to get into this Chris Brown situation, and we about to get the details on that, and then we'll let EST finish what he was saying.
Winning singer Chris Brown's upcoming tour now thrown into question as a British judge has just ordered him held in custody while facing allegations that he beat a music producer with a bottle in a London nightclub in 2023. The 36-year-old appeared in Manchester court to face one count of causing previous bodily harm and was held until his next hearing, June 13th, in London. That's the same day that he's due to take the stage over in Germany on the third date of his world tour. The judge rejecting Brown's bail request after the prosecutor said the crime was, quote, extremely serious. Brown was on tour in the UK in February 2023 when he launched an unprovoked attack on that producer, striking him several times with a bottle at the Tape nightclub in the swanky Mayfair neighborhood that's over in London, according to officials there. Brown then apparently chased that producer and punched and kicked him in an attack caught on surveillance camera in front of a club full of people. Again, this is according to prosecutors and other officials in that area. Defense attorney Grace Forbes arguing that the American performer was not a flight risk and should be released. Brown was flanked by court officers in the dock. His hair was bleached blonde, and he wore sweatpants and a black T-shirt. He confirmed his name and birth date and said that his address was a local hotel where he was arrested early Thursday and taken into custody. His case was transferred to the Southwark Crown Court that is over in London, where he's expected to enter a plea to that charge. Brown's representative did not immediately respond to any request for comment from the Associated Press, and Brown, often called by his nickname of Breezy, burst onto the music scene as a teen back 20 years ago in 2005 and has become a major hitmaker.
Chris Breezy, the biggest B, you feel me? He a blood from Bompton. Real. Nah, let me stop. But like, go ahead, EST. I'm gonna let you get it too. I ain't about this.
Hey man, listen. Listen, I'm the older cousin. I'm a little older than you, Chris. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, listen. It's time to put the drugs down, bro. You're very talented. You're very talented, make no doubt about it. It's time to put the drugs down. Anybody around you who care about you ain't said it. It's time to publicly shame you to get you off there, let you notice your talent, get back to it. You know what I'm saying? You too erratic, you too jittery, you too tweaky. Listen,
I totally agree.
Hold on.
And we all see it.
Hold on.
Okay.
You disrespect motherfuckers like me and Bush who come from the bro. We come from it. You don't got to be a gangbanger to come from it. We know what it look like when we see you. You get what I'm saying? So don't disrespect my intelligence when I know what I see when I look in your face.
He sucked up. He doing some other shit. He doing other shit. It ain't just weed. You feel me? But when you a man and you feel disrespected and you are technically from somewhere, he say he from I think Fruittown Power or something like that. Yeah, he claim a gang. You feel disrespected. You gonna blame it on drugs when you handle your business out there? Like it ain't. It wasn't like, you feel me. He don't got that many violent encounters like on the record. So
and that's why. And that's an erratic response, bro. You ain't gangland. You ain't did that there. Why go cross seas to get in a scuffle? That bro, it's the drugs that's affecting your decision, bro. That was business. Go do business. Now, 3 years later, when you double back and it's a business play, now it turned to a legal issue. Because you want to.
He's a mean talent, super talent. But we watched his face go from around to sucked up. We watch his movements. We know what's up. He's doing other stuff, and I think I would suspect crystal meth, B-Rad, honestly, because the way he moving, like, it's not weed. It's not the regular stuff that dudes do. It's not lean either. It's not lean. It's not none of that.
I don't know. It's not a benzo. It's not a downer.
I think I know what it is.
It's not. It's an upper. It's not cocaine. Nobody smokes crack anymore.
Nah,
what
gotta
they're
be.
doing.
I think it's cocaine.
Nah, what they doing is what Kodak Black is doing. They spraying rage on the weed now.
Nah,
that's some bullshit 90s shit.
Yeah, that's the new shit. That's the new shit.
Hey, he might know.
Or what they do is they grab roach motels and they put them in a bag and they shake it, and then they grab a cigarette and throw it in there and shake it, and then they smoke that. Yo,
bro, are you serious?
Crazy shit.
Nah. Are you serious, bro?
Nah, that's the new shit.
Listen, he in LA. This the land of the white girls. It's nice. It's good. All the celebrities there. He on that, bro. Because anybody who see it know it speed the heart rate up, but he be mad jittery.
But he just tweaked too much to just put coke. That's what I'm saying. I think he on something else.
You know how much coke you would have to do to be fucking tweaking like that? Come on now.
What do you mean? Y'all not like coke alone won't make a person tweak like
because it's not coke.
That's what I just said. You know how much coke you would have to do to do that?
No, how pure it gotta be. You ain't talking about
that's not happening. That's not happening.
Okay, who did coke here?
I've done it off of girls. I've done it off of nipples. I've just done coke.
Listen,
I think I'm experienced.
Listen, first hand, first family. I understand. I see it. I understand the process. I know what it look like. You know what I'm saying? I know what it look like when you're trying to hide it too. It come out more when you try to hide it.
Okay, we're not saying he's not doing coke. For sure, he's doing coke. Everybody doing coke. That's a regular thing.
That's it. That could be it alone.
His behavior is not consistent with it. When you on coke, you do crazy shit like Louis C.K. You don't do shit like Bobby Brown.
Different types of people.
You know what I'm saying?
People react to it differently.
He's doing Bobby Brown kind of shit.
And he do got the Bobby Brown tweak going on.
See, Bobby held under composure, but when he tried to be still and be calm and take a picture, it came out in his movements.
Just like Whitney. When you saw Whitney on an interview, she was perfect. But right after the interview, right before, she did some tweaky shit. Like she'll do some fast motion shit. And then
they say he's facing a lot of time down there. They not trying to let him go.
Yo, that's not fair.
He's facing a dub.
Yo, UK is mad weird. That's the last place you want to be in court right now. UK is mad weird.
And then with Trump not letting the borders all crazy and shit like that, it's a bad time to be locked up overseas. I'm gonna say that. You feel me? Sure. What you think his chances are, B-Rad? Like, what you think?
I mean, he's got dough, and he's a personality that could help him, that could hurt him.
His rep is fucked up, though, in the public eye. I ain't gonna lie.
I was just gonna say, when you said he doesn't have that many violent encounters, he hasn't gone down from many, but we know he's had
he has some.
But you also got to remember, this is what he's facing. So they're always going to tell you the max and this and that. Of course. He could probably walk out of this shit Calabasas moonwalking out this bitch with like 5-year probation.
I hear you.
Unless they want to make an example of him. And out there in UK, they've been fucking doing dumb shit. They're sending people to jail for bullshit Facebook
But let me tell you something. This is a different situation. This ain't just a regular superstar that's rich. This is a guy that's a documented gang member who claims it. He has super violent, some violent encounters, and he was facing a lot of time with the Rihanna situation he skated from. You feel me? He was not a lot of time, but he has a record, what I'm trying to say. And
they don't apply over there, though. They don't apply over there. He don't have no record over there.
No, but your record, your reputation precedes you, especially in a court of law, regardless of where you're from.
Prosecution wise, but they gonna dig something up that happened in America. They ain't gonna necessarily portray it in the UK. But from here on out, he's gonna have a bad reputation in the UK.
That's true.
Yeah, but if the prosecutor digs up some shit out of his past, like regardless of where it happened, a scumbag's a scumbag. It's not gonna look good in a law.
The jurisdiction is big, bro. It makes a
when
big
you're a
difference.
superstar, you want
shit. They're old school over there.
You want your countries to back you. Your country to back you. ASAP Rocky had his country to back him because he was squeaky. He wasn't squeaky clean, but he's cleaner than Chris Brown. You feel me? Like if you got a star we know that's just a star, and you get in trouble over there, we gonna be like, no, free him type shit. But
and allegedly, he shot the gun off. Allegedly.
Plus,
they don't care about that. As long as you don't touch Rihanna, that's all they care about. Just don't touch Rihanna, bro. That's it.
Now, they do like their Rihanna.
Well, he did it and got away with it.
Yeah, she fucked barely.
She had to help by showing that she hugged him at the awards. She had to help that because before then.
Yeah, for sure.
And
she helped
now
for sure.
Fenty Savage is out. It's times 10. Listen, don't touch Rihanna, bro.
No.
I feel that's so messed up.
He did some skating. But right now, I don't know.
But Bush, he a gangster, right?
Yeah, he said he a gangster.
Okay, so let's go.
Big B.
Yeah. Who we bitching about? Cracking niggas over here, Suge Knight style. Let's do some prison time with this shit, gangster. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he said, homie. Like,
big homie, no disrespect.
I'm gonna give a public service announcement to all rappers that are thinking that it's cool to get arrested. Look at what happened to Tory Lanez, and he didn't even do it.
Oopsie.
Oh yeah.
He didn't even do it.
But that's like, you know what?
He got shanked the fuck up.
Belonged to the girl that he was banging.
Let me find a little article on it to get some details.
She wasn't in the threesome. You know, I be hating when girls do that shit. Like they get tired and they want to take it all the way. Like,
she needs to go to prison up off of this.
But she has a reputation for being an aggressive drunk. She likes to throw her weight around.
Yes.
She is a big girl.
And you can tell from her music and her attitude and how she moves.
Aggressive drunk is not a condition.
Yeah, she'll take it there. But this the thing though. How about this, Chief? We missing this. Anybody in any RICO or trial who got immunity either shot a gun or killed somebody. Kelsey is the only one who got immunity. So she shot the gun.
All right, let's get into this little thing real quick. Hold up. On that note.
Possible shooting just occurred 1809 Nichols Canyons Road.
I'm still anxious. I'm still having nightmares. I'm still just mentally messed up.
Yeah. Rapper Tory Lanez, who's currently serving a decade in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion, stabbed behind bars.
Do you see how this ET set that up though? Yo, they working for Rock Nation. Hov is behind this. Did you see how they set up the whole shit? He got stabbed. And look how they set. Let's rewind that. I want y'all to see the manipulation.
Possible shooting just occurred 1809 Nichols Canyons Road.
I'm still anxious. I'm still having nightmares. I'm still just mentally messed up.
Rapper Tory Lanez, who's currently serving a decade in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion, stabbed behind bars. According to TMZ sources, the hip-hop star was in the yard of this Supermax state facility in California when he was attacked by another inmate. He was rushed by ambulance about an hour away to a hospital in Bakersfield. His injuries are said to be non-life-threatening. Just last week, he somehow shared this photo to Instagram and bragged about his new album dropping this summer.
She took my heart, filled it with nothing but pain.
Were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared.
Torey's been behind bars since 2022 when he was convicted on 3 felonies related to shooting Megan after a house party in Hollywood 2 years prior.
Is your client remorseful?
He is incredibly remorseful and ashamed and embarrassed that all of this happened.
And the two are still at war. Last fall, she filed suit against a blogger she claims is cyber-stalking her on Torey's behalf.
You said in order to be heard, you need to speak. I never let people see me be so vulnerable. I feel like I'm in such a fresh space. I've just gone through so much, and I'm so at a point where I don't care about a lot of stuff.
Should be so fake.
I am so afraid of women like that.
You can just see the fakeness.
Bro, I am
It's
so...
hard for me to even keep my composure sometimes. Anybody know me know I would be like, man, shut the hell up and get out my face.
Yo, she's straight evil.
Like, just, and then your lyrics represent a tough chick, you know, somebody that's this and that. And now when you speak on a situation, all of a sudden you're super emotional and crying and it's fake. We seen the fake crocodile tears. Like, people know real or fake, you know what I mean?
I am so afraid of those women. Those are the girls that will do the Robin Givens. Those are the Robin Givens of the world. Those women are the ones that, and I'm gonna tell you why she's doing it. Because she felt she was such a big superstar that why is her friend Chelsea fucking?
Yes, you know that woman's scorn. She's jealous as fuck. Once she gets that jealous rage,
we're in an ass obsessed society where it's like, because she thick and Meg Thee Stallion, that means everybody gotta love her. Like, so what? I'm tired of that, bro. So what? What else?
Yo, I'm so disappointed in Megan Thee Stallion because she had the opportunity to use her platform to empower women, and what she did was start a false narrative about abusive men.
Yeah,
well, you know what? I used to feel that way, but then I realized if you start your own if you come up and do your own music, it's not her job to inspire women. You know what I'm saying? Just like us coming up, niggas done sold drugs. We inspired the youth selling drugs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, it's not her job to inspire women, but don't teach them the bad narrative either. That you could put men in jail if you want to.
But you know what? If you're so lucky enough to have your fans put you in that position without you wanting it, doesn't matter. You have a responsibility now.
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez was stabbed by a convicted killer. There's different theories. You know, I'm rocking with the whole jealousy because jealousy is always everything. I'm rocking with the visitor. Torey hollered at some girl at visiting, and he told dude, and allegedly he told dude, your girl like black, you know, and dude said, yeah, okay, and served them up. Cause they're Brick Baby saying a drug debt. They're on an unorganized yard because it's all PC yard, so it's a politic yard. So he's saying it must be a drug debt, but also it could be what they saying it is. He said some shit to the broad. He's a star, and this killer gang banger, he probably got a badass Spanish chick coming through, bad as hell, and that's realistic to me. But EST, go ahead. I don't know what you think.
I mean, for one, he's a Muslim in there, so they know ain't no drug dealing, nor messing with other dudes. So that's out.
I know, I know that's out. And he got money.
It's a crazy thing to do in prison too. That's
he got a lot of money.
It's bigger than him. He can't get there and change the rules with the feds, with the Muslims. It's bigger. It's been in there before. So no drugs, no women. What I think is it's a bigger play. The fact that the lawyer put in the motion for the new evidence, and then he gets stabbed. They're trying to silence this man, bro. We see it. Like, people need to realize it's plays like that happening. And this is America.
That's so true. That's so true.
They're trying to get him life flighted out off the yard for sure.
Or, like we're hearing, he's flexing his money around. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you a potential target. When you in jail, I'm gonna tell you,
got stabbed 14 times. That was something.
They kill him. They can't get shit from him.
Yes, something happened. They wanted to take him out.
And if that was the case, they would have taken his own people to do it. They wouldn't have had another race to do it. In the phase,
it's sad for us to say it, but they wanted to take him out. I know we all fans of Torey at some point, but they wanted to take him out. Sadly, they wanted him gone.
Because it's bigger, because they know when he come back around on that appeal, it's gonna be another. It's gonna be some lawsuits. It's gonna be people who gonna be liable for me going to prison falsely, and I'm gonna prosecute and do all that too, the same way y'all did me.
Now you're implicating Hov though. You're implicating Rock Nation.
That's what that
theory.
I feel like it can be just the prosecutor's fault alone by trying to bury their mistakes, so they got trying to get into their shit.
Hov been doing it since the DMX days. He did it to DMX. He did it to Redman. Tory Lanez is nothing different.
Y'all bugging,
I'm telling you, Hov is the boogie monster under the bed.
He's trying to say the Brooklyn boy ain't an angel, man. Y'all bugging.
Listen, he's smart. He's smart. You know what he did? He figured out if I sit with the guys running the shots, right? The record execs. If I become the president, and I'm the yes man to them, they're not gonna ask so many questions because I'm the guy in the culture. So if I say this is hot,
you right. You right. But you remember EST, that lawyer who left Torey and went and got an immediately job with Hov, and in the beginning of she had a whole show, a series, and in the series she's using Hov's music.
All right.
Who can use Hov's music? It was a real show. You feel me? And she working for Rock Nation, and then she's using Hov's music. And the guy, academics reported this. This ain't no crazy conspiracy theory. It's a fact.
Yeah, no, that's shots
I think
fired.
they had some Rock Nation people there for
that dude. Listen, the Bixby guy, the lawyer, he tried to sue a lot of people.
Yeah.
Nobody did to him what Jay-Z did. Because nobody's capable of moving the chips like Jay-Z. Yo, Hov, I'm just saying it how it is. Don't be mad at me that I can see through the game.
I mean, he's a Freemason. Of course, he can move some shit. He got billionaire friends. He partnered with the NFL. It's nothing to get a fake case tossed out. You know what I'm saying? When you really rubbing elbows with billionaires, it's like, bro, let me make this phone call, bro. It's a lot at the end of the day. So go ahead and throw that out.
You know what I want?
That is making more sense to me.
He's been walking the line for 10 years. You know, he's displaying high society.
I think that Jay-Z needs to have a meeting with Tory Lanez so they could talk about how they could fix the situation that they created in the past. Kind of like,
that'll be implicating everything. They can't do that. It's too late.
There's always a fall person. Always a fall person.
Jay-Z is like Michael Jordan. He don't care about these niggas.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, that's a whole fact.
He does not think about that nigga at all. I guarantee you.
He's Jordan. He has all the rings, and that's why the Boston Celtics
but he still got Diddy case going on, and he watching that close too. He like, you feel me?
He
got to.
Hey, you see that clip I sent you, 50? Where 50 put up just the two of us with Diddy and Jay-Z?
Yeah, I seen that.
I said 50 just, boy, he don't stop, bro.
See, that's the guy that's really putting it out. 50 is the guy that's like letting you know.
50 is like a whack 100 to me a little bit. I ain't want to mention whack name on this show no more. But 50, he got more credibility than whack. But 50 got some ratting shit on his record too. He got some talent. Let's be real here.
He lets it come out first, and then he posts it. He never posted first. He lets it come out first, then he posts it. He reposts it.
That's please. True. 50 got police reports telling about the stabbings and shit like that. Like,
he can do whatever he wants, but he doesn't.
I mean, in his defense, I don't think that it was a report where it's like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. It was more like they put together all this shit and they wrote it in the report. And they put his piece of what was.
You're right. But I would say in his defense, he's been a rich rapper for a long time, and he's not a criminal. I don't get this whole thing to where, you know what I mean? Like, come on now, he's not a criminal. He's not in the streets. Well, when is it? Well, we ain't gonna take that conversation. We had that conversation many a times. You feel me? Of like, when do I become a pedestrian? You know what I mean?
A civilian, yeah.
Fuck it. Hey, but like I said, he a troll. He antagonizing.
See, but this is the thing. They can't give him that jacket because he was the one who never hung out with the Diddys and the Jay-Z's. He always did his own thing. So
yeah,
it's like,
he did
I
the
can
PR
laugh
shit.
because I ain't kissed y'all ass the whole time anyway.
Yeah, he did PR with them.
I believe he wanted to. Everybody in New York wanted to.
50 was different.
Sorry,
he didn't even party, so it was like, how did you even get him? You know what I'm saying? He ain't party. He boxed. He worked out. You know what I'm saying? It was like,
maybe that's why he's. Let me stop.
I think discipline protected him from all that shit. He just had discipline.
Yeah, he's been keeping his nose clean. He's a fucking record executive, CEO, right? He's a philanthropist. He travels.
I'm not mad at the Jay-Z movement.
Talking about Jay-Z.
I'm not mad at the Jay-Z movements because if I was in that position and I could block my opponents, so I can have a smooth run, I'm gonna fucking do that.
When did Tory Lanez become his op? That's the problem with this theory. Tory Lanez and his op.
Because Rock Nation represents Meg Thee Stallion, so they're trying.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Competition.
But I don't see him taking a personal interest, just because. But Meg Thee Stallion was projected to be huge, bigger than she is now. And then that Tory shit came, and it was like a thorn, and it fucked a lot of shit up, I'm sure. So
listen,
but Jay-Z's vindictive. He's stomped out his own people's fucking careers.
Like that
he fucked Memphis Bleak.
Hey, B-Rad, and you and I both know the damage of drugs in the community. A drug dealer, don't expect him to have no type of integrity, really. You and I know, you feel me, like the damage drugs do. We see it firsthand, and we still do it. Like, we come from a certain place. Not me, I'm not a drug dealer, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, put your mind in it. He was a major, like, he destroyed some communities for real, like, you know what I mean? Now we talk about content and little shit and destroying little men's reputation. He come from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but in the
90s, do a lot worse
in the 90s, if you were pumping
way more competitive,
you had no remorse. You didn't feel bad for people. Like, if you felt bad for people, you didn't get very far in that game.
Listen, what about D.A., man? 50 years old, still bitching. Jay-Z don't fuck with him.
Listen,
bro, that nigga put out one more video talking about Jay don't fuck with me. It's like, bro, hang that shit up, bro. Just stop.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of weird. They hurt. And you gotta imagine that's gonna come with that. Jay-Z is it's a one of a kind situation. So you know what I mean? We looking at him like he's just another drug dealer. No, this motherfucker is an extraordinary motherfucker, regardless if you think he bad or good. Like you know what I mean? He is very extraordinary.
One day we're gonna have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay, let's go.
The same thing that R. Kelly did with Aaliyah, Jay-Z did with Rihanna.
That's
one day we're gonna have to talk about it.
I don't know about them being together. I don't know about that.
Hov let Rihanna fly, and now she married and rich as hell.
This is why Chris Brown used to have an issue with her. Because of the Jigga affair.
But then that would be negating everything that happened in their personal life that could happen and we don't know about.
Yeah, he's got issues with everybody.
Yeah,
and you can't blame the shit that Chris Brown going through on nobody. He's the dumbass that went and then sent the goon to do something. He the dumbass that couldn't control his anger, dealing with emotions.
That's trying to be sweet. Just be a celebrity.
But like, you ever see his house and shit, how he's got the fucking murals painted on the side of his house? Like, he does very irrational shit. Like, out of nowhere. He's very he's just a fucking loose cannon.
Man, that ain't irrational. That's that pure fish scale.
Well, I'm saying it's not the moves of a normal man.
Let me paint a mural on the side of my house.
If you hear
fish scale EST, it's something else, homeboy. It's pills.
Glass, bro. It's
gotta be
glass.
Not because anything else he wouldn't be able to be.
It could be spice. It could be spice. K2, straight up K2.
Nah, he's saying some weird shit.
It
ain't no roach spray or whatever he's saying spice. No, it's some pills and some damn other shit. He probably on special K.
He's on fucking methamphetamine.
Because I could speak for the drug
moving like that. I know people that's on that shit.
Yeah, ketamine will have you looking freaky. I ain't gonna lie. When I was in my rave days, like 2013, 2011, I was
but that's hallucinogenic tripping. That's tripping. That's different. You don't look like
no. You don't hallucinate. You don't hallucinate on ketamine. Ketamine is a multi-relaxant.
I've done it plenty of times.
Oh yeah. You can fall in a K-hole.
I've ever had in my life.
If you do a K-hole, if you're in a K-hole, you definitely gonna hallucinate. But most of the time, you're just really vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a go monster. That's for sure. You're a go monster. You with Shorty, you a go monster. You feel me?
A good friend of mine do the ketamine. And I understand the movements and shit. So Chris do kind of remind me of, but. We all know it's more than one drug. We all know that. It ain't. Come on now. Let's be real here.
Because you pop a pill and that shit go down, then you do a couple of lines.
Yeah.
I mean, might be a Perkins and some white. I mean, I can do that, but it ain't like it's meth. or ice or
No,
it ain't none of that crazy shit. It's
I
like
think it is.
coke
for
and pills,
those,
man.
you'll be up for 7 days.
I think it is too. I think it's
Because
meth.
think
I think
about
it's
it.
methamphetamine. It's very common out west,
Hey,
especially.
EST, meth is you start touching that. No matter how rich you are,
You're gonna
it
lose
can
it.
catch your ass and you stuck like Chuck.
And for a little while, you can kind of fucking hide it. You know, people know something's up, but they don't know it's bad.
Kodak.
After a while,
But then it
Kodak
gets
is on
way out of
that.
control.
after a
Kodak
while,
started
and
to look like it too, but you
Kodak
hard hitting
admits it.
motherfuckers, you can't tell them nothing. I tell them crash. I don't give a fuck. Look, I can't tell you nothing no more than the people love you tell you. If that's the case, crash. Get out of my face though. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
You're right. And with the
I
drugs,
cannot
we
do
get
a drug.
specific, but let's be real here. Addict is going to do all kinds of shit.
Addict shit.
Sorry,
Addict
that's
shit.
just how it is.
That's a
They're
fact.
irrational. They're
In the
unpredictable.
Diddy case, Chi, they let you get that off your chest, what you were saying or whatever. But yeah, Special K came up. You know, that ketamine came up, things like that, and a whole lot of other drugs came up. But what you had to get off your chest about this Diddy shit? Like we all seen a disturbing testimony. You know, her Cassie's testimony is over. A lot of people saying it didn't really do no damage, and a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, it was a travesty of all disgusting shit."
It was perfect because it shattered that little image that everybody had. This little glass image that Cassie was forced into doing things. But there were text messages where she's telling Diddy, "So we're not gonna freak off. Oh, so it's when you want, not when I want." You feel me? He even has specific guys that she like to fuck with. Like, oh, we calling hurricane, we calling tornado, we calling motherfucking the Bahamas breeze and shit. Who we calling today? You understand what I'm saying? Like, this bitch had more names than the fucking Taco Bell cups for Mountain Dew. I'm talking about this chick was into it. This is the part that hurt me, though. The part that hurt me is that she's always been the fun chick. Everybody got a fun chick. I don't know about you guys. Maybe y'all married or some shit, but we all got that fun chick that she does everything with you. You understand? I got my fun chick and I hit her up and they go and it's fun. I could call her and my other fun chick and I don't got to explain it. When they're both there, they don't even know each other. And it's like you already know the drill. It's like throwing a baby in a pool. It knows how to swim already. You understand what I'm saying? They already know what they got to do. They start eating each other. They start playing with each other. They don't even know their names. They're fun chicks. Now, bringing me back to Cassie. Cassie is the fun chick. Notice that throughout her career, since the beginning, 2010, there was Kim Porter. Then he was with another girl. Then he was with another girl. And the whole time she was waiting for her turn, waiting for her turn, waiting for her turn. Listen, your turn is never coming, baby, because you the fun girl. Nobody marries the fun girl. We have fun with the fun girl. Right now, I was trying to marry the fun girl. And I call her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm with my friend," and her friend comes out in the FaceTime, and he's taking bumps off her chest, and I'm like, "What am I watching here?" You understand what I'm saying?
Only reason I would go back to that one is, unlike the person who was married, she the only one who got 50 million plus. So
listen, because she's the fun girl, and I don't want her to mess up my marriage. But she is never. She's thinking, when am I gonna meet the kids? That was her biggest complaint. Oh, but I never got a chance to bond with the kids, and I never.
Hold up though, because you can't call her that because she was on his arm in public everywhere. She was in public everywhere on his arm. So
if you check all of my biggest visits and things that I do, I have the fun girl, because you don't bring your wife to that. You need to bring the girl that you know. If somebody's like, "Yo, we're going to this afters," you're like, "I got a girl with me."
Hold on, that's not the standard. That's not the preset standard for society.
That's
a certain class of people or different people who do shit like that.
And that's when I found out that Cassie is just the side chick, the fun girl. And she's mad that Diddy never made her number one. And now she's doing this to him on purpose. Now we get to see the text messages, and the text messages tell the truth. When she's saying, "So we're not going to freak off today. Oh, we got to freak off early. Oh, we're not freaking off for my birthday." Come on, bro.
Yeah, but she's caught up in it,
her.
And fucking, she had no way to get away from him. Like, even if she wanted to, whether or not she did, I don't know.
She wants to be in the fun shit.
Beat the hell out of her.
They all
we all
do.
seen. You don't beat the hell out of your fun girl like that. You let her go, do whatever the fuck she want to do. If you don't love her or shit, you don't whoop the hell out. I never hit a girl. I'm saying, but I'm not saying.
I'm not saying you hit her, but if you got the fun girl that's aggressive, like Cassie is, don't fuck with her. Get you a fun girl like my fun girl that will bring an aggressive bitch, and then that bitch is kicking my elevator door, and I gotta kick both of them out. You understand? So my fun girl won't be the loud one, but then she brings the loud one.
Hook off on you, bing,
and then what I gotta do? I gotta take it. I gotta bite that bullet and push them out of my house, and then they're gonna call the cops and be like, he hit me, and then I gotta get security involved. They gotta show them the video that they hit me, and then they get them out the premises, and then I don't arrest nobody, so nobody knows it happened. But the fun girl knows not to bring that girl again, but she brings girls. It's what I'm telling you. Sometimes the fun girl comes to your house.
So Chichi, what you're saying is this is all because she's jealous. I kind of had a theory because I'm not gonna lie, when I seen him moving with Young Miami, and then Young Miami happened. Hold up, Chichi. When Young Miami was like, I like to get peed on. Young Miami was moving a certain way. Then he was dropping some songs. Have fun. You fun girl. Diddy, his last single the single that was out when he got arrested was called Have Fun. With Young Miami, they doing their thing. Young Miami, a ghetto girl. She with it all. She like, this one is, you know what I mean? So
she was trying to be Cassie. She wasn't trying to be Kim Porter. She wasn't trying to be the mother of the twins. She wasn't trying to be the wife. She was trying to be better than fucking Cassie. Pee on me, top Cassie. Listen, my fun girls, the other one will try to top the other one. That's why they'll have a threesome with me, even if they don't know each other. They're trying to top the other one, but they fun girls. I can't take them to go see my son. They never met my son. They heard of my son, never met him though. You can't meet my son because you're gonna say something I'm gonna have to explain. You understand? And in my son's eyes, I'm a square.
No, we get it.
I'm a streamer.
We get it. We get the lifestyle of a bachelor.
Cassie
how
made
it go.
Like, damn.
And of course, $1 billion is times 20.
That's what it costs.
At the end of the day, if you a player like that, you got to pay your debt. He should have paid your debt with her and not just kick to the curb, knowing all this content she got with you, and you just let that go. That was unfair of you, bro.
That's right about that. But when she moving with other dudes, big name stars,
it don't matter.
It's like it's over. Kick her to the curb. Go ahead.
Nah,
with Michael B. Jordan.
Unlike you right. But when she got this much on you, you give her 2 properties, give her some million. Hey, we good?
He did, but she didn't want it. She got a lawyer that said you could get 50.
They had stuff on each other. He had career damage and shit to her too. She had one hit single, but she had aspirations to try to do some more.
I got one of those.
I don't like everybody getting mad at her. Hold on, I don't like everybody getting mad at her about
don't get mad
heat on and this and that. I'm like, hold on, yo. If you a man, you're related, and you the man. Sometimes they do. She was a good girl by doing what her man wanted her to do.
She's not a bad girl because she did none of this. It's just she's not. In her mind, she's the freak off girl. Some of these girls, you cannot control it. Yo, you call her, you could listen. The fun girl, you could tell her, yo, I want to have everything with you, blah, 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 blah. And then you go MIA because you're taking care of business.
You
call her and she's in the bar.
No more. My bad for cutting you off. But right now, what you think about the testimony and what's going on with this shit? We know what about fun girls. You explained it to us very well.
She's not going to get what she wants out of this. It ain't money. She wants Diddy to be her husband.
What was the most damaging points you think for her?
That now we know that she's the fun girl and she was acting like she was an ex. She never dated the guy.
You're not being specific though. Be specific with it.
She was never a girlfriend. Never a girlfriend. Ever. Not once. There was no Cassie era. She was just there the whole time. There.
I don't know about that.
There was even a Young Miami era where we saw Young Miami and it was like his girlfriend. Every time we saw Cassie, she was
that's
the
not
artist.
true. We seen, but we not just the party. She's been.
We seen them together.
There's many artists who say they met Cassie through Diddy and they knew they was a couple.
Because you get the vibe. Don't talk to the girl. That's Diddy's girl, but it was never official. Like, this is wifey. Look at my kids. Let's go to dinner. Let's go to
how
Milan.
about this? So why would you do that to Kid Cudi?
Because the same reason that I did that shit to my fun girls when they was with another nigga, and I send the wolves after them.
Though that's bitch shit. Why are you doing that?
But when it's my top number one chick that does all the crazy shit, yo, I'm gonna put my foot down. And if she would have done a dude that I told her I don't want to see you with that
dude, such an amazing nigga. You supposed to just go ahead and get a number. I know. Fill a slot, 2 go to 1, and you replace it. You ain't supposed to go start
firebomb his car.
Firebombing.
That's crazy.
Yo,
he took your bitch. Send the clothes.
That's still allegedly, but I don't see Kid Cudi having no ops like that. So yeah, I do believe that Diddy did that. I ain't gonna lie.
Jealousy,
but it's alleged.
And then you see him on a runway with the white dude in the tuxedo, and he got on a wedding.
Hold up. Because I'm a nigga that know certain shit about people. Hold up. Because you could be sending a message and not trying to hurt nobody or trying to really caring about nothing anyway. Just showing that your girl, like, look the power type
the message,
shit. You feel me?
The message is not for Cuddy, though. The message is not for Cuddy. The message is for Cassie. I told you I was going to do it, and now I did it. It ain't, oh, I blew up the car. Is watch, you keep talking to that dude, I'm going to blow his car up. And then she did it because she thought he wouldn't blow the car up. Guess what he did?
To a fun girl.
Fucking car up. Don't make him do it. Don't make him do it. He will.
Do you think, like, you got love for your fun girl? Like,
yeah,
like, it don't mean you don't love her.
But to the extent, you're gonna go and bomb her side dudes.
Listen.
It's like, hold on, you might as well make her your girl, bro.
But she's a fun girl. She doesn't want to. She says she does, and then when she's there,
I think
she
it was
goes with
his
somebody
girl.
else.
I think it was his girl, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell you something. I am guilty without admitting to anything on this podcast. I am guilty of falling victim to that situation where I am out competing a guy that I don't need to because this fun girl is more mine than his. But when she has it, oh, because I wanted to go see his kids. Oh, because he's going to go to a PA and he needed me to keep him company in the car. Like, I already know what you're doing, fun girl. You feel me?
Your feet. See, but she put you, this is what it outplayed you because she put you in competition. Soon as you put you in competition, you lost the competition.
Matter of fact, talking shit right now, my fun girl's acting stupid right now. Right now, my fun girl's acting stupid.
That's because you let her.
I called my fun girl. My fun girl was at a fucking bar having a drink. And I'm like, who you with? She's like, by myself. She's like, a toast. And when she went like this, a toast, another hen came and toasted with her. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Right?
That sounds like that's your lover girl. You mad about it? Could have been a girl.
You mad?
It could have been another girl.
It could have been another girl.
But let me tell you this. This is how you get it. Don't question her.
Absolutely not. Show no fucking interest.
Listen, if you my fun girl, you supposed to tell me everything. I don't care who you lie to. Tell him a lie. Tell him a lie. You tell me everything. You were sucking dick in the front of that car. You better tell me, bitch. Because if that nigga tell me first, I'm knocking that dude out and you cut him.
Okay, so you dumping her. She lied to you. So what's the consequences? She lied to you.
She's on punishment.
No, I'm saying you want her to tell you right there in the bar when you just.
Nah, right there in the bar. You in a date and I caught you. Go home. Oh shit! You know what?
I'm
realistic.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Fun girls,
not
playing.
Cassie and Puff. You just now you felt what Cassie and Puff doing. That's Cassie and Puff, bro. And tomorrow she'll call me like everything is all good, butt naked on a FaceTime. Like everything is all good.
Yeah, but that's blurring lines. That's blurring lines. That's not side. That's not a fun girl.
That's actually manipulation because you're trying to put the flesh in front of me.
She will do that. Today she called me butt naked, like, yo, why you mad from yesterday? And I'm like, bro, you was on a date. She's like, that's a guy I hook up with once in a while. Oh, so it makes it a date for real, stupid. She's like, but I got my flight to come see you, right? She bought a flight to come see me. Bro, and she's a dub. You better fucking go somewhere else. You on punishment. You wasted your money.
Nothing. But do y'all think the people really think Diddy got a chance in this situation? After the Cassie testimony, what bombshells could they come with?
Okay, I'm gonna have you. That's a great segue, right? Because I was just saying this. We know how the feds go. Anytime you think, oh, you ain't got no case, what they do? They come and slap another case.
Drop some bullshit.
What's that? Huh?
Oh yeah, that's an 80-page indictment.
Domestic violence is the only direction.
What about the boy with the backpack?
That's all state. That's state shit. Domestic violence, the R thing that she alleged.
Okay, I just said. What about the boy at the airport with the backpack?
Yeah, that's federal trafficking.
Was you about to get on this airplane and cross jurisdiction lines? How about this?
And he signed the deal. So he might be the next star. Yeah, he might be the stamp on the. But
they did dirt like that.
And the women. He said, the trafficking charges on the women.
Dirk and them said, "Hey, this case we want to let him go." They said, "Oh, another murder for hire with your brother." Oh yeah, you got something else to say? Huh? Okay. Say something else. I'll slap another one down. That's how the feds work.
We got some surprises coming in this case.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
That Cassie shit was small change compared. Because I'm trying to think about the racketeering charges. That's what I'm thinking about.
That's what they're trying to prove. They ain't no RICO. There's no way you could prove a RICO with one guy.
Yes, you can.
They'll pick 26 of his friends.
The money.
They'll pick 26 of his friends. Or they'll pick his business.
The racketeering can come into the fact that you putting drugs on the airplane coming from here to Miami to New York. That's racketeering right there because it's drugs that's going to parties that's leading to free.
You know what's the only
and the party was at the Bad Boy house, which is titled to Bad Boy. So now that brings it into your company. So that absolutely turns it into a RICO.
Yep. But I know what Chi Chi's saying. Because one guy is charged of racketeering, Chi Chi. But guess what? Guess why? Why you think? Because everybody else told and they did their thing and they made their deals. Yeah, that's all it means.
They don't
gave him up.
Yeah,
you
like
still haven't heard
everybody
nothing
made
about
their deals, homie. So
what about the ordered hit allegedly by Keefe D? We still haven't even heard about that. When that comes
it's not involved in this trial, is it? Is it in the paperwork? I didn't read the paperwork. I don't know.
If that comes
done
up,
deal.
But that's part of the fact.
time on that. Yeah, but they already got somebody on that. They're done. They retired. That's over.
Yeah,
but what makes we
that's
think
the only thing that could RICO this year.
We do this every time.
Nah, the business. It's tied to Bad Boy. They were partying, doing the drugs, and flying the drugs in and the women into Bad Boy, the Bad Boy Mansion, which is registered under his LLC. So now it's definitely profiting for the business. So that is a continuing criminal enterprise. He's bringing illegal shit in and illegal money.
How about Steve Rebel? They didn't get him for that. He did the same shit. Steve Rebel, Studio 54.
He got the completion for the protection.
Yeah, but they locked him up.
We do this every time. What you talking about?
We do this and we underestimate what the Fed's gonna do every time. You know what I'm saying? We say, hey, maybe he can slip with this and this. But I understand this media and we gotta run the content, but we forget every time the Feds be like, hold on, y'all, I'm the Feds now. Who y'all think this is? We don't give a fuck this Diddy. If anything, we gonna hit him even harder.
Yeah, this ain't the state fucking RICO then.
Gotti beat the Feds and Diddy got more money than Gotti. Gotti beat the Feds
twice, but then they got him a third time and they put him away for life and he died of cancer in the fucking box. So check it out. Check it out. Okay. This ain't no fucking Georgia state RICO charge like they blew on fucking on what's called
you listen, you could get puffed on all that shit that you're saying by bringing the drugs in and everything. If he would have had a steady flow, like Steve Rebel was selling drugs out of Studio 54. If he would have had an output for all those drugs, then you talk about that RICO. But that he's buying drugs, that's a party. That's a party.
You know why it's protected, homie. It's bigger powers. We know that. Like,
and this ain't 64.
It's not intent to sell nothing. No
and
business.
Anybody there who got fucking mentioned or brought in by the Feds immediately gave him up.
You know what nobody said? That they bought drugs. That's it.
Yeah.
No drug case. You cannot.
But let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference.
Party you weren't there for.
You cannot traffic drugs across the fucking country on a private plane and then hand them out and not get shit.
Let me tell y'all the difference. Bad Boy, the persona, the parties, the rumors, the this, the that, the lyrics, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, East West Coast Wars, this, that. It's a lot involved in P. Diddy name. It ain't just P. Diddy. It's a lot that come with that. And when you name your label Bad Boy,
even if it wasn't going down like that.
Steve Lobel, you say Steve Lobel, that's all it is, a white name, a white guy's name.
That
when you say
motherfucker
P. Diddy,
millions.
that comes with all that shit I just named, all that shit. And the public opinion, court of public opinion is a vicious situation.
Okay, and we're missing this too. This ain't the 70s where you had to have like a 30, 50 man thing in order to make a RICO. Now in 2025, you can make a customized one person RICO.
Oh my God. God forbid.
You know what I'm saying? That's how they run it now. And the fact, and this is once they press the dealer, when they catch the dealer who got it, they're gonna say, where you buy it from? Now, where was it supposed to go? Now, don't nobody else have to buy it. You're supplying it. Oh, you're the supplier? Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's been trafficked across the country. That's crazy.
The drug situation is going to be the nail in his coffin. That's what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense. It makes sense.
But think about this. If anybody do that, that's at least 5 years minimum, right?
Can I make a prediction? I got a prediction for this
Go
case.
ahead, Chi-Chi.
Mistrial. He's too
rich.
rich.
They push for it.
Too rich.
He's not
It's
rich
gonna be a
enough.
mistrial.
Bernie Madoff was rich.
We're gonna see. This guy,
They supermaxed him.
Donald Trump barely escaped with his head.
Supreme Court came out for him.
You said
if it wasn't for the Supreme Court, he wouldn't have got out of that.
Yeah. Donald Trump might be the way Puffy gets out of this. Because Donald Trump probably got shit. He don't want known.
Donald Trump will never
hitch
his
his
wagon
that's why
to
he
Diddy
kept
and do
changing
that.
his name. She's saying like he knew it was coming. You know.
Just think about it.
Like, yeah,
why?
Like, to my
That's a
point
narrative.
of
That's a narrative.
everything that's surrounding Puff Daddy, you got to change your name. You know, East Coast, all the shit, all the sagas I mentioned, I guess. But the name of your label is still Bad Boy.
But in artistry, you gotta do that anyway. In artistry, you gotta rename. Like Lil Wayne went from Weezy F Baby to Lil Wayne to Weezy, you know, Tunchi. You gotta kind of evolve with the times. You can't just stay that same line.
You gotta reinvent.
But no. Wayne changed his name for reasons too. Everybody changed his name for a reason. They want to graduate from an era and go this now and this or that. You know what I mean?
Right. Back in 13 when he started.
Wayne got some shit on his record too. You feel me? It ain't all. You know what I mean? The breakup, it was a lot of shit reasons for him to change his name. It ain't just because I want to. It's a rap.
No, you was right. I'm agreeing with you saying. He was rolling with
9
the
out of
times.
10. Yeah, 9 out of 10 times they do it because it's stuck to a contract, and if they release after that, it still falls under ownership.
Yeah, but Diddy was a boss.
Like Prince.
This ain't Diddy's. This ain't a Diddy situation. That's not a Diddy situation.
No, like Prince. Prince was a boss.
That was a Prince. You know? That was a Prince situation.
Prince wasn't a boss like Diddy. Prince was signed to them people.
Diddy signed
was a bad
people on another level though.
I'm a Prince guy.
I understand, but I don't understand why. You know what? We ain't gonna go there and see. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all can't. Whoever Prince fans, don't ever talk about the youth and what they dress and what they wear. I don't ever want to hear y'all talk about them.
Nope.
Prince had his whole ass out.
You know what I'm saying? And a blouse with the floral cover at the wrist.
But he had his whole ass out, some high heels and a blouse. I don't give a damn. That's what it was.
You know, Prince played all those instruments.
It's crazy, but.
Platform heels.
Yep, and he played all those
like, nigga, I questioned it.
Real musician.
Yo, but he was still a fucking G though. He didn't take shit. He didn't play games. He stood on business. Prince was legit.
With the labels and everything. B-Rad, you're right.
Yeah, but them executives, them punk ass executives, there ain't nobody who cause no threat. You and they build.
Man, please. You say
but
that
they got
like
dough
that,
and clout.
EST, but guess
run
what?
The business.
The hardest gangsters, the hardest thugs, they get up in there with them executives.
Get
and
quiet.
they like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But guess what? The hardest gangsters never put on platform heels.
Hey, listen, it's hard to put on.
You caught up on this imagery, EST. You caught up on this imagery.
I'm gonna tell you something, EST. Let me tell you something though. Straight cheese.
That was 80s.
That's even harder because in this industry, if you ever been to an industry party where it's like all the record execs, it's a bunch of white people in fucking suits. You're like you and your peoples are the only ones that look hood. You can't do a feminine role. You can't wear anything because you trying to scare these people so they could feel you like, oh, they street and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's even more difficult for them to even take you serious if you was to show up in fucking pumps.
Yeah, but rock stars have always been a bit feminine. You know, like the hair bands had the big tees,
the
blown out hair, wearing leather pants and shit. You know what I mean? Like
androgynous type. Hey, but look, example what you were talking about is Bobby Shmurda. Now, on one hand, they'll say, "Oh, he performed," and some people are like he was cooning for that motherfucking executive room when he was doing that. Getting the deal, sliding over the table, doing all this shoot.
You're supposed to do.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, is he auditioning or this is the auction line?
Bro,
well, he's a performer.
It's like an auction line.
Okay, is it a performance or is this the auction line? Because this is like an auction to me.
Who's the best slave? Do you want this one here?
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is. That's how it is.
That's cold. That's cold. Don't fucking jump on a guy for
I've
fucking
been
dream come
I've
true.
been to Tommy Boy Records.
And get the plastic,
That's crazy.
Big plastic lips, put them on the
bro,
jig,
you
boy.
have to.
Bro.
You have to coon out in that motherfucker because they want you to be street. They want to be scared of you. They don't want you to be like from a good fucking background. They don't want you. They want you to be pants sagging, like cracking backwards in front of them. Like they want that. They want that. They want that. So
and everybody
bad.
thought 50 was going to murder them, so he didn't have to do
That's
none
why
of
they love it.
But no, it wasn't just that. He had his business in order too. And he told the story about how when G Unit came with the shoes,
but that's 50.
And Buck, and Banks got on Nike,
Gucci,
that's 50.
Gucci, Louis, all that shit.
You know, that's 50. He got shot. But let's talk about Ice Cube. who really didn't put no work in the streets, but
That's
gave you that
a good
authentic
example
shit.
for your point. That's a good example to your
That
point.
motherfucker went into the record label with a baseball bat and made them think he was that street nigga and dropped them from the label, but he was not.
See, but this the thing. You can't.
No, there was some situations where he did shit.
You can't make executive people who work in a building make you think you're a street nigga. You got to prove that to the street niggas that you a street nigga. You can't do that to the niggas in the office. That don't.
EST, I know you younger than Chi-Chi, and that's and EST speaking for now, but back then,
Tommy Boy Records,
but
little
now,
fucking you had to jump on the step of the table. You had to.
Yeah, but people who did that. Look what happened to the people who did that. Guys like Suge Knight. Eventually, people are like, this fucking animal needs to be put down. And where'd he wind up?
But I'm not talking about the guys that repped you. I'm talking about you being the artist yourself, like going down there, the backpack rapper in Bleecker and in fucking Wall Street and by the Supreme store, and you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get that. Yo, I'm telling you, you go into that boardroom. I've been taken many times where it'll be just like 10 of us, and we like the urban guys, we the guys from the hood, and we like 6 of us are rappers. They're only gonna listen to 3, and then we're waiting for the white people with the suits to come down. They come down, they only got 20 minutes, so you're only gonna listen to 3 guys, and those 3 guys, they're gonna tell you, yo, if them guys they ain't afraid of you, they're not gonna sign you. So motherfuckers
JJ said that's the only thing.
You should have just shot somebody in the shoulder right then and there.
She said that's the only thing they promote is death, money, and sex. Do y'all agree with that? Because I see some stars that don't represent that, and they got some big labels behind it. You got Jack Harlow, you got
it had to be white,
certain people. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the exception, though. But this is how they get us with the illusion, because they'll give us the what's the dude Malone. And they'll give us the Jack Harlows who will put us in this culture, and they don't have to abide by the rules of destroy, murder. You can be your own artistic self and see. But meanwhile, turn around and be like, okay, nigga, what you got to do? Who you kill? Hold on, you ain't Jack Harlow.
Different though. Jack Harlow's not a gangster. Okay, MGK not a gangster. Fucking Millie.
No,
he's a little
stop. MGK, real gangster. Real gangster. No. Don't play that. Go to his hood. He really give it up.
That don't make you a gangster because his hood.
Bro, you don't understand. When you could walk through your hood, I could walk outside right now. I
walk outside. Did you see how Millie fucking handled this kid? Did you see how he handled him in LA when he ran into him in the show?
In LA,
the fucking white kid from Mass.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
He did that in his hood.
You know, I smoked with what's the white boy that died, man?
Mac Miller.
Super cool.
And the most dope family.
And from his personality, because the way he down to earth and cool like that, and we talking about dumb shit, I consider that gangster. You feel me? I consider that type of realism is what I'm talking about. You feel
That's
me?
what I'm talking about. They real. They might not be our kind of gangster because we black, we different. Our gangster's different. Our gangster is really in your face. But if you white and you live in the hood with us, like my boy, shouts to Chris from Dykeman. My boy, he not a rapper. He not nothing. He's just a white boy who grew up in my hood. He valid, bro. He valid. He valid with all the Dominicans. He valid with all the black people. He's valid.
But my partner Chris Acosta from Brooklyn. Guy. I mean, we in Miami chilling, not chilling. There was some family shit, whatever. And I was like, yo, my boy said he in Miami. I hit him up. We need the dope delivered. He said somebody come through, ounce on him type of shit, gangster shit. This is my high school friend, Chris Acosta, Italian kid, hip hop baby, but he that's what I consider gangster shit like that. You feel me?
But we already know they allow to perpetuate this in our culture.
You know why I respected Mac Miller? Because he was the white boy rapping from that point of view. Unlike the Eminem, who's the white boy rapping from next to me.
Point of view.
He's the guy next to me in school.
Yeah.
You understand? He's the white boy that takes me to his
Eminem
house and we eat sandwiches at his house.
I'm sorry, homie.
You know?
And my girl always tell me stop cutting people off. I'm sorry. But come on now. Eminem, his whole clique was black. He went to the spot and laid it down. He was the only white boy there. The fuck?
That's what he's saying.
Everybody got that white friend.
He got down in the hood, whereas Mac Miller was a suburban rapper.
Yeah, he's not kicking the Eminem shit. He's not trying to act like Eminem. Just like MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, he's not trying to be a Eminem. He's just being what he is in his hood. So when I see him, he's a reflection of his block, and I'm like,
he a gangster to me because he fucking
he's a
bagged
gangster.
Megan Fox.
He's a fucking
that's
gangster,
true,
bro.
So that's a gangster.
But he switched up. Now he's doing a rock switch. He's
Listen,
with
if
Travis
you could run
Barker.
around,
He's being real with himself.
if you could run
I
around,
don't like Logic.
Logic is not.
He's constantly crying. You guys don't accept me. He's rich as hell. That's the white shit in him.
White
crying and complaining about it. You're not
That's
looking
the
around
brother's
and
part.
looking
Yeah,
and
we don't
appreciating
accept us.
and showing
What the
gratitude.
fuck you mean?
Well, he's mad because all the white rappers all of a sudden got accepted out of nowhere. Even MGK, who people were clowning on for a minute, but then they don't fuck with him.
And you know what the fucked up part be, Rad? He probably nicer than all of them. I swear to God.
He
I
probably
do
is.
not like him because his attitude and the way he get down, he don't show no gratitude.
Listen, if you have a white privilege, play on that. Little Mabu is a little fucking prep school kid who says he's a fucking little prep school kid. I fuck with you. You understand? Mac Miller is a fucking polo shirt wearing. I went to the good school spitting. I respect
about ops and stuff.
G-Eazy is the hardest out of all of them.
G-Eazy is a little greasy white boy from Miami. Bagging
I like
bitches.
I like
EST made the difference. I see him. I see it in his eye. I like G-Eazy.
Yeah, all of them ass. All of them are ass. How about that?
Right now, the best white rapper is Millie's by far. This kid hasn't dropped a studio album, and he's still fucking crushing it. He's got 6 albums with fucking. I'm sorry.
Eminem. I'm saying with B-Rap, I'm touching on his
fuck with
point.
Dave
I think
East.
he fucking with
Dave East.
Dave East.
Remy. I think he fucking with Remy now.
Yeah, he was at the Celtics Game 5 with her.
He
was sitting courtside with Remy. That's hard.
Man,
That's fucking hard.
Remy a slower. I think Easy done passed that off. Now I see how. I know he's not gonna say whatever he fucking with it. That was just a stunt for him one time.
You don't know about that. Sitting courtside Game 5 at the Celtics when you rep Mass.
And he
That's
from
crazy.
Boston. I don't know, but
that don't mean nothing though.
That does mean something.
He's rocking right now. Why would she not be fucking with him?
Listen, Shannon Sharp took a gay dude to the basketball court. He's not gay, so maybe he took Remy because Remy didn't have a date.
How the fuck you know?
You see him, right? You see
Shannon
CC,
say
right?
he ain't.
Club Shay Shay sounds pretty
Club
fucking homo to
Shay
me.
said he was not gay, so we gotta believe.
Man, you
him.
got me messed up. He's a Diddier. He's a Diddier. You like it all.
Yeah, he's a creepo, man. He's severe creep.
Severe.
Posting his sex tapes on the internet.
I don't know about severe creep.
What? He's posting his sex tape on the internet, pretending like he don't know how to post shit.
But something about when he talked, like just this
He
whole
from
thing
South
rubs
Georgia,
me the
though.
wrong
He from
way.
South
Pause.
Georgia.
No
He
freaky.
from South Georgia,
weirdo.
though, man. He from South Georgia. You gotta hear it though. They do got a twang to him. It ain't funny. That's all it is.
Trust me, I know the country swang, homie. I know the country swang, but he got a little extra spice
It's
in
the way
it. He got a little extra spice in it.
When he sits down with T.O., or Chad Ochocinco, they are not the same.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Ocho was annoying. I watched that nightcap. Ocho was annoying.
For sure, but he's not feminine like.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I call it the gay shit.
I don't get feminine from him, man.
It's the
No,
gay
he looks
shit,
like
bro.
Megatron. He looks like Megatron for sure. He's a beast of a man, but he is absolutely feminine.
No, I ain't talking about aesthetically. And I really think he's so frustrated with the girl because he like, bitch, I don't even really like you. I like dudes. So
he said that.
Yeah,
He
you
said,
seen
"Yo,
that
when
gay-ass
Unc is
velour
trying
shit
to
he was
bag
wearing last
young
year?
men," and then he corrected himself.
But hold on, let's speak to his side though. This is another case of a scorned woman, bro. We need to stop this shit, bro. This is still our uncles, our fathers, our brothers.
Yeah, Club
Like
Shay
everybody
Shay
had a
is
scorned woman. Yes, as a man, you do wrong. You can make the wrong decision and do the wrong thing.
Yeah,
but that don't mean burn my house down.
Yeah.
For sure, but as a man,
yeah,
but as a man, you got to move
I don't
proper.
believe the girl. I never said that,
You
but I
gotta
do
move
believe he got
proper.
sugar in his tank. But that's another subject.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a scoring
But
bro,
as a-
or not even. I think it's a opportunist. Really, I don't even think she's scoring like that. I think she's an
She ain't
opportunist.
scoring. She ain't
I
scoring.
think somebody
She's
pushed her to this. But
opportunity.
as a man, Diddy's got to fucking understand, like, he's in a position and he can't be messing around with shady girls, or he's got to really keep that in control. So that's 100% his fault. I don't blame her.
You know what Diddy's problem is? He doesn't know how to say it's over to the girls. He wants to keep all of them.
He's
That's
a collector.
his
He doesn't like to lose
He
anything.
doesn't like to
You
lose
got
none of
this,
them.
man.
He got
Diddy,
passive for how
man.
long? Let that shit go, bro. Other people
Oh,
want
you
it.
saying so the hotel shit? Old girl. Well, even the court said in the paperwork
Bro.
it was a freak off gone wrong.
It is.
So okay.
You're
So
jealous.
that's to your point. Yeah, it went wrong. She didn't want to be a part of it. let the breezy go. Now, why did he come running out? But this goes against your whole thing about she's just my fun girl. Let her go. Spiteful. Why did he come running out and beat the brakes off her like a goddamn maniac?
I can tell you.
That's the problem.
I can fill in the blanks for you.
But this don't justify it.
No, it won't justify it. What I'm going to say will not justify anybody touching a woman. I'm just putting it into context so it doesn't look like a man just beating a woman and everybody don't understand. This is what could have happened. They're doing their freak off and then whatever. And then she's acting like, oh, I don't want to do it no more. I'm trying to go home. But she's really trying to go fucking hang out with Kid Cudi or some dumb shit like that. I know because my chicks have done it. I've heard them talking in the bathroom and then they come out and talk about, oh, they come in and scoop me so I could go smoke. Bitch, I just heard you tell somebody that if they got the telly, you coming through. So shut the fuck up. I heard you. So then she's like, no, then I'm leaving. And then that's when he's like, leave. And then when she really is leaving, he's like, nah, bitch, you ain't leaving. So he chases her because it's the back and forth. Then you chase her out the hallway and then she comes back and then y'all say sorry and then she runs off and then you chase her and then she comes back. But it got out of hand because she probably told him something like, I got a video and I'm going to show it to everybody, which is probably why he grabbed her bag and grabbed her shit like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. If you want, you could leave all your shit here so you could come back home, because I've done that to girls. I've literally had to grab all their shit and say, leave your shit here if you're just going to go smoke and go smoke.
Don't incriminate
and the bitch will
yourself
still be
on
gone
this,
for 3
on
days.
this YouTube shit. I know you didn't yet, but don't do it. You're walking a thin line. And I just, I hear what you're saying, and then the defense does say she had a phone of Diddy's, so that might, it kind of goes with what you're saying. Like,
yo, I've had them literally. Yo, one time I had a fun girl in the living room. She's here. We both no clothes. We just chilling. And then she goes to the living room, and I go out to the living room to see what she's doing. Pass her the blunt. Shorty is on FaceTime showing somebody her whole body naked, and the dude is like,
but was she a working girl?
No, she's my fun girl. She's my shorty that I wish she wasn't so spicy so I could date her. But if I do try to date her, she always has somebody that she want to hang out with anyway.
You for the streets?
I gotta teach you to stop relating yourself to everything when we dealing with the topics. You don't gotta relate yourself to the shit.
No, I don't mind. I'm an open book.
But then you're going deep. You've been doing it. With you feel me?
When I saw that, then I understood that at first I was mad because Puffy was putting his hands on a girl. But now I see that he did his best to not do stupid shit, because this chick could have got him to do shit that he would have fucked up his whole life. He would have killed somebody. She would have got him to do it because he would have been mad trying to prove a point, like blowing up Kid Cudi's car. This is what they do to you until you do something dumb.
You might be right, though.
Yeah, but even if Cassie had nothing to do with all this. Even if Cassie had nothing to do with this, homeboy is still cooked on everything else.
None of that. He would have not been doing freak offs without Cassie. She is the reason.
He was doing it since
the 90s. I don't see it yet, but
because it's the first witness.
Guys, Cassie is the fucking ringleader of the fucking freak offs. You don't get it? He's trying to keep her. That's why he gets her escorts. He's trying to make her happy. My man, my fun girl loves girls. What I gotta do?
Look at her husband. What do we know about him? Because when I look at the picture,
just found out what I found
like
out.
He one of them types. I ain't gonna lie.
Like Tommy.
I don't know nothing about. I want to put it on.
You know what he found out? I'm married to the fun girl. I didn't have to marry her. She would have still been having fun.
You know what? Don't get me started, man. Listen,
bro.
They all at some point have done something crazy before you got to them, bro.
Yeah, they get turned out in that industry for sure.
We're all human beings, y'all. The problem, like sex, that's what all the lawyers and analysts are saying. They like sex life, yeah, but when it comes to racketeering and shit like that, that's the problem. And right now, I'm not seeing no proof of that.
She got him in trouble because she's fucking mad that he has a new girlfriend named Gina, and she's mad like every time, like Young Miami, like every other girlfriend before her. She's mad, and she did all this bullshit. Now he's gonna fall for some dumb shit, and then she's gonna say, "I'm sorry."
It's not dumb shit though. He got to understand 2024, 2025, 2023 when it happened. Right? We in the age where you can't do that to a woman along with freak offs. The feminist movement is gonna come get you, bro.
I'll talk about it.
And then he's got serious charges.
Diddy been a star since the 90s. Don't forget that. A big star. I'll
entertain it. Listen, I've had moments where the fun girl was so mad that I liked her friend, right? That I liked her friend, and She didn't. She wanted to go spin in the cars with somebody else, but her friend wanted to come over, and her friend came over. That she was so mad that she would call, yo, that ass. They get mad at you, so you don't want to come because you want to go entertain another dude.
You love the drama, bro. You love the drama,
bro.
I love it though. I love it.
I'm about that life.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
but
That's why I get it.
I'm waiting to see what y'all think is coming up. You know, the white boy, he copped out. So I don't know if he gonna have to take the stand. That would be damaging. He probably would, huh? What y'all think? Is he gonna be taking the stand or what?
This is the first witness with Cassie. We will see more. We will see more that's more detrimental to his situation. Trust and believe that. This is not the only narrative that they have, neither. This is just the starting off. This is baseball. This is the first quarter, bro. They got 9 innings. This is the first inning.
I don't think
that white boy's on the roster.
The white boy's
asked for a speedy trial.
He won't make it.
He signed paperwork the first day.
He's not gonna be on that stand. You cannot put your best asset at stand. You give him immunity and you have him walk.
No,
I disagree.
Bro, what are you
I
talking
disagree.
about? This is the feds. They ain't playing by your rules, nigga. They don't give a fuck about that shit. His ass gonna go on the stand if he don't want this motherfucking 15 piece. How about that?
You're gonna
he gonna be singing like "I Be Missing You" type shit.
The feds find themselves losing this case. It don't matter what anybody your ass gonna do. What the fuck they tell you to do? Are your ass gonna deal with what's coming to you?
ADX, Supermax.
Plus,
Colorado.
When they picked him up, this kid was a full-fledged drug addict. He was a fucking failed college athlete. You know, a failed star, so he's got all sorts of bullshit in his head. He was doing heavy drugs. He had to connect. Thought he was cool, hanging with Diddy. Started running for him. He got used, and he's gonna talk.
You know what's crazy? The smoke and mirrors, sex.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
The biggest, to Diddy as far as the sex stuff was Cassie. I don't think they're gonna be able to pull anything up that's bigger than her when it comes to the sex stuff.
Okay, you're right.
What's gonna nail him in the coffin? Y'all saying is the drugs.
Okay, this is what it is. This is what nailing in the coffin. You got a pregnant woman testifying as a victim that the jury is seeing. That right there alone is damning. You got any women in that jury selection, it's over for them. Just that alone, right? Then
followed by the trafficking charge.
Okay, followed by the trafficking charge, and they're going to follow up with more stuff. Then they're going to say, okay, let's shift over to this. This is going to tie into the trafficking.
Unless the defense can make her look like a bitter side chick that never got the position of girlfriend, and now she's bitter because she's pregnant by a guy she didn't want to be with.
Now, hold on. Now, take those. Now, which hold more weight? What you just said, or a pregnant woman on the stand playing victim to the jury?
Let's keep it in context of the charges that he's facing. Racketeering, though. Let's remember that, though. That's all. I'm talking about the charges he's facing.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but they're going to take a whole bucket load of charges, throw everything against the wall, and just see what the fuck sticks. They only got to get one charge.
But this is part of it. Racketeering could be drugs, sex.
It could be a lot of things.
It's a mixed multitude.
As trafficking, it could be anything, bro.
It's true, but it's funny how they didn't just leave it on a state level. Oh, I get it. Because they know he's rich enough to beat any state level.
They got to take it. Yeah. They got to give it.
And it's a knockdown. The feds want that trophy too. They want his head on the mantle. You know what I mean? That's a trophy to them.
Yeah, feds. They 99%.
You know, the federal and the state. It changes as far as how much money you got. Ain't that messed up? But that's a different conversation. I know.
Yeah.
But that's ill shit, homie.
Another thing is,
I shouldn't have said it, but our case. And then just the beating up that shit, what he did, like, he ain't gonna face. We know he ain't gonna do life. Whatever happens, he's not facing no life in there. So,
but you know what? I thought I see people cheering at this point. His whole career, he was out. People would talk about how he did bad business, fuck this person over, mess this person over. Now all of a sudden, it's like, hey,
public opinion.
Yeah, but just like we've seen, this is a rare case where we've seen 30 years of the same shit we're saying about Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Implicated in murder after murder.
And everybody like, what? What you mean? We've been saying this for 30 years. Now
you're right. We're starting to believe in karma more and more. You're kind of right. You know, you're kind of right.
Everybody he came
he's implicated in 2 major murders, an attempted murder in the club. You know what I mean? Somebody to rap for him. J-Lo admitted to bringing the burner in for him.
And y'all always identify Hove with him, but Hove ain't got that much karma on him. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. Y'all, whatever, but Hove ain't got like Diddy got all kind of. You're talking about the shine shit, that alone, and then the East Coast. Like we know he's responsible for some shit. we know it.
Hope
Like
sticks
we
with
know it
business a
because
lot.
he stayed clean through the bullshit. Go.
But I got a question.
Hope just stick to the business. He's a businessman, so anything he did with Diddy, he can just say was business.
You think J-Lo got indicted to talk as a witness?
No,
I mean,
she
she's
definitely
involved in this whole
copped the
situation.
deal. They let her go if she told, and that's what she did.
Just like
Really?
with the Drake with XXS, and they try to indict Drake, not indict, but and you know, and motherfuckers with money, you can't do that with people with money. That's just what it is. You can
Because they have the
say
ability to defend themselves.
people with that kind of money, they lawyers you can't do it. Basically, J-Lo, you can't touch her. She ain't going nowhere. She don't want to go as far as unless she get caught up in some shit.
Plus, her studios were never gonna let her fucking disappear. She was way too fucking important to the TV studios and all that shit.
All her music was Ashanti, just so you know. All her shit was Ashanti music, bro. Listen to it. That was Ashanti.
But J-Lo's a dancer.
All that was Ashanti.
aka the changer. He like, yeah, y'all want to bring her up? Let me throw that in there.
Yeah, because she was.
But it's true because after Ashanti died, J-Lo blew the fuck up.
I'm not a big J-Lo fan as much as it's like, the voice of,
Don't do
our
that.
culture.
Don't get yourself in trouble,
but I'm
TC.
not.
You from the Bronx. Don't get yourself in trouble, TC.
Right, them
You look damn good for 60.
I'm a fan of the music. I'm not a fan of the person herself. But I've seen how she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I agree.
I'm a big for music, epic. I will play that shit.
And you know what? Ironically, it happened with me with the Sean situation, and I was just such a ghetto boy. I'm like, oh, you know, it's just, and it's like, look at how she just went, because I didn't understand shit. I was a young cat. And then you see the Sean situation. That's when this saying came at me with Diddy too. And a lot of ghetto boys, that's when it started with Diddy too. You feel me? Like, look how you did Sean. And then J-Lo was a part of that. It go deep, homie. But we all can agree, and everybody in the world can agree. Diddy got some karma on his ass. We could all
stay on what you said. From Sean on to everybody he came in contact with, it was some version of fucking them over, doing bad business or something physical or something personal.
The list is so long, it's crazy. The list is so long.
And I've brought this up, months and months and months ago, is that of all the big rap names that came out of Bad Boy, no millionaires. He didn't make any millionaires.
How about this? Aubrey O'Day and one of them Don Riches is in that thing too, saying that he did something to her sexually too.
Yeah. And
so, I mean, you bring her out.
But think about Gene Deal, the bodyguard. And I hated him. And EST, you know what's up. Because
it's true.
And Chi probably know too. When he did that campaign, I was like, what this nigga doing? You feel me? But
at
now,
first you feel like, he's just a clout chaser. But
he was getting out. He was getting out in front of it. So he's not
he was getting to it. He was getting in front of it. And he was hurt. Like, I'm from Brooklyn, homie, and Biggie, I'm a young boy. You feel me? Biggie, when Biggie came out, I was a young boy. Yeah. I love his talent. I love what he did. I love the fact that he's a fat black and his talent.
He made it cool to be the underdog.
The whole world. Yeah. And then when Gene Deal was saying that shit, I couldn't take it. Hey, Chi, I couldn't take it. I'm like, nah, hell no. I couldn't even understand it. But now,
when he
I got
said
a
it like that,
what's going on? But now it's like,
bro, it broke my heart.
You know what they say, all truth come to light.
Yeah. You know why it made me feel mad? Because we get this Puffy that's like this, like, all right, whatever. He's driven, he's narcissistic, he's over the top. But we get this fluffy Carlton looking guy, right? He's a Carlton motherfucker, right? He's like this, he's just, very everything and trying to be the white black person, right? The Uncle Tom, the fucking Uncle Tom motherfucker. And then we find out that he was conniving, like to the point that he was hating on the same people in his circle. It makes you feel like, it gives Gene Deal a certain validity because he's a hood nigga.
Didn't they bring up that he slept with his son's ex or some shit like that? Remember, the son was dating a girl. I think it might have been Lori Harvey, and then he ended up dating.
I'll be sure. I'll be sure. Son is still supporting him at the court dates, which is crazy too. But
he tried to kill. I'll be sure.
I wouldn't. I'll be sure to say that, but I don't know.
He did him like Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, we can't There's different situations. Yeah. Maybe Diddy's right on this situation, but wrong. But it's so much wrong You know, I'll be sure the fact that the kid support him. Yeah, maybe he did the kid right. Maybe he never crossed kid. He showed the kid some and whatever else. But that don't count out the shit that you did though. That's all I'm saying. Like it don't count out the shit you did. Gene Dill was making all kind of points. He was saying, Diddy, he knew about. He was the only one that wasn't in L.A. when it went down. He said, "Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta be there." No, he was there, but he insisted on. You know what I'm talking about? EST. He insisted on him being there and things like. It was just a whole bunch of weird shit. You got to go back and do the research. You know, I don't. Fucking, I was watching. I can't recall it verbally, word by word, but you know what I'm getting at.
Supposed to be in
and
Milan.
we was all like, "Fuck this dude," but now, you know, you got to go back and listen to him now.
You know what it is? I watch a lot of them documentaries about people that, you know, murder people, and then they'll have like the caught on footage shit, and the guy will be dead ass in the interrogation room saying he didn't fucking do it, yo, and you be believing that shit, and then they'll show you the footage, and it's like undisputable that this guy is a fucking monster. But it's like, where do you like? Damn, do you believe him? Maybe they got it wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel with Diddy. Like, what if they got it wrong? But at the same time, it's like, no.
50 years of rumors and allegations.
A power like that, and that's why Tasha K. We gotta start listening to these people. I'm sorry, because not
everybody.
You know, and I see ESC. No, because Tasha K. got a lot of fucked up shit behind her. But I'm saying we can't just count people out when they bringing up big dogs, and because of their image, because of the big dog's image, you like nah. I'm gonna listen to everybody now. I'm gonna listen to every motherfucking body. I'm sorry.
Jaguar, right?
That'd be crazy, yo. It just fucks with your head as a fan, because that we have that problem. These are not just people we're encountering. We were fanatic before we knew anything about them.
The fans created hip hop. The New York fans created it was created in New York, but without the people that was in them streets getting emotional, getting passionate about it, it wouldn't have been nothing. And we are hurt. We was hurt about a lot of shit. I swear to God. And I was in denial too about. I'm not saying he killed Biggie, but we all like when I'm looking at the details now. He came to benefit a lot off of the death of Biggie, and a lot of shit is like lining up. So it's like it's kind of
that make him,
and then and Pop too.
But does that make him a monster though?
He came up from Harlem. His pops was a drug dealer. His pops was a cutthroat drug dealer rat who got murdered.
Yeah, he got murdered by fucking what's his name?
For being a snitch.
But also, he made Biggie's mom fucking beg and pretty much sue, and took 10 years just to get the rights to like his tracks, and he still kept the catalog on some of his songs.
I mean, he did that to everybody, but that's fucked up. That's just
but your man's
that's sneaky record deal shit.
Yeah, but that's your man's, and if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have been shit. Like, he got fired from Andre Harrell, right?
He did that to everybody, but to do that to Biggie, who built Bad Boy,
then do it to his mother, as she's mourning the death of her son because of this cat.
I want to add to that conspiracy, because there is a story that talks about that Biggie was expected to leave Bad Boy with the Commission, which was the team he was building, which was Mace, Jay-Z, Cameron, Charlie Baltimore, The Locks, and they were
allegedly. I didn't hear Biggie say that.
Undia's records.
Too many big names in there. It wouldn't have worked. Granted, they were small at the time, but too many personalities in that group.
Undia's was the one that was handling it, and that's why he got killed, because he was doing that.
Well, you know, a nigga like Diddy gonna see the future. And he see the power of Biggie, and he like, okay, where is this going? Okay, I can't control him.
I can't.
He knew how to exploit him.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't want to become a victim of those lyrics. Niggas press their luck and they get a, you know what I'm saying? Diddy was like, nah, I gotta.
You know, Biggie from Brooklyn. You know how much killers that was. If they knew, not we, my young ass. I'm saying if they knew any kind of inclement how foul Diddy was, any type of inclement, his ass would have been gone for sure.
Right.
No, is that versus the Killers? Puffy was never a threat. That's why he got away with everything. He was never. You never thought of that's the guy that's gonna get you killed. And he's
And
the
that's
guy
why he's
poisoning the
dangerous.
juice.
That's why he's dangerous. He had the juice, he had the money, and he also had the protection, and he had the image of not being that type of guy.
Yep,
When Gene Deal said that, he said, and I quote, he said to somebody in front of Gene Deal, "They gotta go." That shit hit home. You feel me?
That's mob shit. See, they trying to get him on the mob shit for this shit, but he really is mobster. But when I'm hearing the details and the paperwork, they don't got him on the real. But they gonna get him. I believe they gonna nail him to the cross.
Well, that's why they threw racketeering at him, and that's why they're hitting him with the RICO.
He's got it. Yo.
Something gonna stick. I would say. How long y'all think this case gonna last?
Like 6 months.
New York ain't playing no game. We ain't doing no Atlanta long ass.
Yeah,
that's
it
going
Christmas
right now. The judge already. They not playing like.
Oh, they ain't doing
Southern
that
District.
year and a half.
Southern District moves quick.
I don't do that shit here.
No,
6 months is a lot.
and they're gonna make the shoe fit. This boy's Cinderella. He's
And
Cinderella.
this bitch,
He's done.
yeah.
Oh shit.
So what they did to Tory Lanez, they don't, bro. It don't matter who you are. Whenever you gonna be an artist that big, they cannot let you go because
at the end of the day,
a message
he really can't
to
afford.
people.
At 55, he can't afford 3 or 5. You know what I'm saying? To be going into his 60s.
Look at his actions.
He's like a red fox out there right now.
Yo,
they
guys,
offered him something, and we know what he's facing, so they probably offered him a dub and
How
said,
many real
or
niggas
something
in
like
here?
that, because he facing life. They probably he like what? A gangster ain't taking no dub.
There's
A real
4 of us in
gangster
here.
ain't taking no
4
dub.
real
We
niggas.
going to court. A gangster ain't taking 10. Really,
Listen,
sometimes we
It's
going to
his
court.
first offense. First offense. It don't matter what they give him.
Yeah, but he's got a fucking reputation for 30
This ain't his
years.
first
and everybody
offense. Wasn't he on
knows that
probation?
shit.
Shot. He ain't worried about that. He worried about getting out.
Misdemeanor probation. This
Doesn't
nigga
matter.
ain't
The
never
jury
got
knows who
hit.
the fuck he
He
is.
ain't never done nothing crazy. You get 3
He's
of
been
those.
suspect forever.
But yeah,
You get-
B-Rad, I think you're right, because the vanity level of Diddy, we can't even imagine. So yeah, he probably do still think he could protect he still think that he could protect some type of reputation and come out and do something. We don't know that vanity level that he on. That shit is in the stratosphere beyond. It's gone. Out of here.
And you know what? If he does fucking beat it and come home, he's definitely gonna have a career. I mean, people fucking took Frank Lucas out to fucking dinner, and he's a straight rap from Harlem.
Okay, but
Man, his boots is cooked. It's over with, man. We playing with the feds. Hey, we seen the last days of a bad boy, bro. It's over
I
with,
say
y'all.
he's
He is
gonna
done.
walk.
But I'm saying, if he comes home, these
He
fake
not coming home.
motherfuckers will absolutely shake his hand and kiss the ring for sure.
We all know the feds ain't gonna come get you for no bull, bro. They got
They ain't
evidence.
gonna let him go. They're not gonna let him embarrass them.
He will win if
no,
he
but
gets released.
honestly, okay, y'all saying the drug shit. What if he could prove that? Yeah, I bought these drugs. But it's for fun. It was all for fun for me. It wasn't.
The feds don't care. They don't care.
This or that.
But it wasn't fun anymore in the eyes of the fucking feds when he took it from Miami on a plane to fucking California and doing it
that's
every other week.
specific laws. Yeah, okay, I get it.
Personal use. Personal use.
They wouldn't care either way. They gonna tell you take this 15 or not, bro. What are you?
Mhm.
This is a debate.
Not for personal use. Not for personal use. No. Listen,
facing life.
that's the difference
15.
between the
If he
drugs.
loses this case, it's over. Ain't no 15. Ain't none of that. He out of here. Gone.
They gonna send your ass up there,
You wanna-
Poughkeepsie, upstate Poughkeepsie, up near Poughkeepsie somewhere, Saskatchewan. You gonna be near Canada.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna send you to Clinton.
Yeah, they'll send it to FCI Raybrook.
What y'all think they offered him though? What they offered him? They probably offered him a dub. 15,
10, 15, a dub.
I don't think
So
they
what-
offered him a fucking thing.
What would you do, B-Rad? What would you do? Would you take that shit or what? If you try to put yourself in Diddy's shoes, I know it's hard.
I mean, 15.
I would've
So
taken
he's coming out at 70. Yet he can't work out proper. He's eating shit food, which he's used to a very specific
too
diet. He
old.
looks
You
like
can't
shit.
take
He ain't
none
gonna
of that.
last 15. He ain't gonna last 15.
I'm taking
He might as well
5
go for it.
with a 15 tail. I'll do 3, be home. Take that 5 with a 15, 10, 15 tail.
He got some people to tell on. We know that. And we know he got somebody to tell on. He got somebody to tell on.
But the feds don't offer 5.
Yeah.
Does he have
You know what I'm
state
saying?
charges following up?
You start at 10 in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
dime
because
them
he's
better.
facing life, so I would think at least a 10. They offered him a 10.
Listen.
But I'm saying, does he have state charges to follow after this?
You never know because he.
But you don't know, yeah. Because she said he raped her, and
he ain't coming home.
Just remember, I told you.
She said he raped her. Look. She said he raped her when you was married. How did he get in the house? How did he get in the communication? How did he get in the crib? Yeah. Why didn't you call police before when he pulling up?
Yeah. Like, hey, but it don't matter. The fact that she's saying it, the jury gonna take it for what it is.
It's the worst.
They're gonna believe it because they know who this dude is, and they've been hearing shit about him forever.
It's like I'm telling you.
Nigga, like,
it's
wait
the words.
If my girl, if I marry my girl, she got an ex, powerful, rich ass ex, and he end up in my apartment, and I'm off at work paying for this little ass apartment, and you let this nigga in the house. I don't give a fuck what he do to your ass. He better kill you, cause I don't like how did he get in the house?
Hey, the worst thing he did.
Why didn't you call the police right there if he sold the monster? Why didn't you say whatever the fuck else? Where's the restraining order? If my girl let an ex that's a powerful rich motherfucker in the house, he better kill her. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't want to hear nothing about he raped me. How did he get in the house? Unless he broke in and busted the window and climbed through and whatever else, I don't give a fuck.
He should have married her because she wouldn't be able to testify at this point. An ex-wife, it'd have been, going through the procedures, but she wouldn't be able to testify on them.
No, she's the victim. She can absolutely testify.
Listen,
okay.
If you knew Cassie right now and you told her, yo, Diddy's gonna marry you after this, she would drop all these charges. I'm telling you. She just wants to be that girlfriend. She's doing all this bullshit just so Diddy can date her.
Plus, she never dropped. She put a couple songs out, but she never got anything really off.
It's over for her, man.
He kept her on the string.
Who knows? Maybe she was dick riding since the J-Lo days. Like, oh, I want to be like J-Lo. And then she just took it to another level.
Yeah, but we all know every girl was looking at Diddy because he's a big star. Like, that don't mean, of course she was doing that. Every girl was. Guy? But what we saying is, like, what she's saying is true as far as the racketeering and the paying and forcing her and all that. What I'm seeing is not. I'm sorry. And he's a monster for beating her like that and doing all that. But
but
she was just with the freak offs, bro. It's a lot of girls that's with that. A whole lot of girls.
Just because
young girls, mostly all of them.
Yep, it's the youngest.
Just because he did foul shit to her and she's mad about that doesn't mean she isn't still in love with him and doesn't still want him. Like, in fact, usually girls love those guys more because they're
but she on her third child with old dude now. So it's like, man, look, that
shit don't end.
No, it don't in certain cases, but she got her money. They got now. This is retribution. This ain't I still love you. This is retribution. That's all. This is all this is.
No, she's been coerced into this by the feds. The feds made her do this for sure.
That dude is crazy for marrying her.
All right, man. Let's wrap this shit up, man.
Yeah, let's wrap this shit up. I was about to say, we covered this shit. It was a beautiful show. We covered this topics. I love the back and forth. Man. ESC, anything else?
Hey, man, he don't have a chance in hell, man. Listen, they came and got him. They don't have him for no reason. Hey, this is what we were wanting to see, the fall of that, bad boy. Nobody's been big enough to get him but the feds. It's here now, so I'm saying I'll probably say 10-15.
B-Rad, what you think?
He's not Diddy bopping out of this one. I say 10-15 too.
He's not Diddy bopping out of this one. Keep it short, Playboy. Come on, man.
I think the only way out of this one, Diddy, is a mistrial, and I don't see it happening, buddy. So take the next offer they give you.
The karma of this, I'm gonna just say this. It's karma. I do believe in karma. And it's all the hand. He's gonna pay for other things. It might not be. But he's gonna pay. You feel me? And even if he do skate, he's not free. He's fucked up. Money fucked up. He's not gonna skate. But even if he do, so karma's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And try to do right and be righteous and do right by people. And never put your hands on a female. Fuck out of here. We don't condone that shit around.
We don't do that here.
All right, we out of here, y'all. Another episode, In Tune Perspective, Volume 4. We back with episode 5, Saturday. 9:30. Tune in. We out.
Gripped up, he ain't trying to fight. 2 keys make a nigga